A little more.
Yeah.
We want to see Mike. We don't want to see.
We don't want to see. We got to see some of you, dude. Because I mean, I was quite a bit of me.
Huh?
That was quite a bit of me.
That's all right.
We can turn to the page.
I forgot I was going to wear a hat today. I forgot.
We can turn it if you need.
Yeah, I just feel more comfortable. Although this does lessen my likelihood of being getting in trouble.
5 miles. I know this just depends. You can't be completely out. I see where you're at with your phone.
Okay.
So we're just occasionally you'll appear in there. You got to peek in for the crowd.
Huh?
You have to peek in for the crowd. But it's way too much for me. But I put some girls in here. But it's just hard to really plan for a show if you already know you're going in. No, I see what you're saying. I love it.
Huh?
No, it's fun. All right, here we go.
You're on. There you go.
Just remember to memorize pages 39 to 110 for tomorrow's lesson. This is KLI 1580, the world's first station dedicated to marijuana awareness. Now in the world, can we talk pot all day? The marijuana movement has a lot of passionate fans across the great USA, but there is medical benefits, legislative issues, lifestyle stuff, as well as a revolution that's taking place, changing society, just like the prohibition during the 60s and any time in history when Americans have re-established their freedom. You'll hear all that and even funny stories. This is KI, the lead talk station. Look, the worst part about business travel is worrying about my wife and kids at home alone. My family's safety is my responsibility. That's why I started researching home security. I called the big alarm companies, checked for warning, even if I'm doing it myself. The best technology for the best price came from Vivint. They know the consumers, not just Best Buy. Yes, Vivint gives me a complete security system, but it does even more. Vivint's video technology is unreal. I can see what's going on in my home right on my smartphone, tablet, or computer. I can even lock the doors remotely. My kids forget. Best yet, I got Vivint's no equipment costs.
This was good, this cannabis thing. This U.S. cannabis.
Oh, yeah, that was good. Yeah, these things are so, they're hard, it's hard to hear. Should be close.
This is Chelsea from the Greenhouse. All new patients receive the first 10 visits with us at member pricing. We offer 41 strains on the shelf, all times for you guys to choose from. At 410 South 8th Street, Suite B. Check them out on Facebook. You can give us a call, 719-344-5996. The Greenhouse, where the grass is always greener.
Sounds fun. It sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody's moving here. This gal yesterday, she's in North Dakota, but this, you know, I'm backing up right now.
Yeah, she's ready to go.
All right, boys, we got 90 seconds.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That number again is 1-800-468-8823 and online at peoplebackground. Don't bring a sore back home with you tonight. Instead, stop and pick up Salon Paws Jet Spray and spray your pain away. Salon Paws Jet Spray is a powerful pain reliever with 2 pain fighters that spray on clear, dry fast, and last hours and hours. Look for the blue bottle with the blue cap. Salon Paws, powerful relief when and where you need it. Available at Walmart.
Long-held traditions meet newfound freedoms at Hashish House. Come to the Pueblo West spot that has the biggest selection of concentrates in southern Colorado. All walks of life take part in marijuana products. That's why Hashish House has a welcoming atmosphere and knowledgeable bartenders that speak from personal experience and customer feedback. Their quality, selection, and customer service is what sets them apart from the rest, and proud of it. Located at 428 South McCulloch Boulevard, you can give them a call at 719-547-1009 or check them out on PuebloDispensary.com.
Denver might be a mile high, but weird. Crap. I swear I had something for this. K-High, the lead talk station.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Yeah, right.
It's only the most durable, longest lasting, abundant, and common natural soft fiber on the planet. And up until now, no one's been talking about it. It's everything you ever wanted to know about him. And so, let's talk him with Mike and JR on Hempspeak.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening to Hempspeak with JR. That's Mike over there, making broadcast history on our little old radio show here, the world's first hemp radio show on K-High in Colorado Springs, streaming worldwide at letstalkpot.com here every afternoon. All things hemp. How you doing, Mike?
I'm fabulous today, JR. It's a beautiful day in Colorado. Got a little bit of moisture going on, but it's okay.
We've been doing the show 2 weeks, been coming in for 10 days now. This is our 10th show, and this makes 9 of the 10 days we've come into the studio doing the show, and it's been raining.
I hope the hemp farmers in Hempville are just happy as can be. Hopefully they got their seeds planted just in time. Sounds like a few of them did.
Good hemp growing weather.
Good hemp growing.
And instead of a car, I think I'll bring a rowboat tomorrow.
I'm looking at Bass Pro Shop pretty hard these days to see if their inventory, certainly. Hey, I'm just sitting there looking, by the way, there's some new charity golf classic here for some sort of a hoochie-coochie kind of a situation at the Denver City Park coming up August 15th. Just go to thecliniccolorado.com, and they've got a charity event centered around green on the greens.
You know, marijuana is getting to the mainstream when they start doing fundraising golf tournaments.
Marijuana was on the cover of Time and National Geographic this week. It's just stunning, the implications. And of course, we talk all the time about the economic benefits of hemp in general, and especially right here in the Petri Dish, Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, you are listening to the Hemp Whisperers. Mike and JR, we are the Hemp Whisperers. And we try to sort out these hemp matters. And we recently had a city council or mayoral election here in Colorado Springs yesterday, and it'll be interesting to see how all this pans out, because literally underneath the winter's nose are incubating hundreds, if not thousands, of companies right here just in El Paso County. Forget the rest of the Front Range, in which there are literally thousands being born.
There was a lot of talk during the election and the ensuing runoff election, which ended yesterday, about the local economy and about job creation. Hey, you want job creation? You want to boost a shot in the arm to the economy? Look around. Look at what's happening with the recreational and medical marijuana sales and shops, dispensaries, companies that are opening right here in Colorado Springs, Pikes Peak area.
Interestingly enough, JR, nearly every person we've interviewed through one way or another during our brief stint here, they've all either are thinking or pondering or have relocated from other areas to Colorado. And just just those are thousands of people. We have hundreds of families just moving just because of the oil. Those are just hundreds of families. If there's a couple people in each family, well, let's just say there's a couple thousand people right there. Forget all the people moving into the industry. We were chatting yesterday with a lady who's hosting the U.S. Cannabis Expo right here in Colorado Springs in June. And we literally caught her while she's packing up to move to Colorado.
From North Dakota.
Isn't that interesting? It just blows me away.
Well, we've drawn parallels here in the last few weeks with other boom cycles. We talked about the gold rush here in this part of the world, this part of the country, back when everybody, there's gold in them there hills. Everybody came out here from other parts of America back then to get in on the ground floor of the gold rush. A few years back, remember the oil shale boom on the western slope of Colorado and the Grand Junction, Grand Mesa, Parachute area, and everybody moved out there from all over the country, overwhelmed the roads and the local school systems, and there were just too many people in too small of an area. It didn't last long, and it was a boom and bust there. But here, I think it's a boom, and I think it's a boom to stay.
Oh, it's definitely, if hemp's allowed to flourish, it's definitely helped so many people in the need jobs, and we will continue to move here. It's amazing how many that are. I'm constantly amazed every time I go out, if I'm in a restaurant or what have you, I'm just meeting people, and more than likely, one of the two or something moved here specifically because of this. And so we're seeing whole families being uprooted. It's kind of fun. Well, we've got a great show today. We've got Ryan Graigo. He's a Quatacana entrepreneur. He's got a couple marijuana stores. He's got a trimmer company. He's got his fingers in so many pots.
Literally.
That's funny stuff. It's unlimited, the humor we get to use here at Hempspeak.
Hemp humor.
Yeah, and the Hempies love it in Hempville. They're okay with hemp humor. So Ryan's going to join us. And tomorrow we've got Margarita Waters again from the Hemplements, and she's going to come by and be in studio, bring all kinds of good stuff that we can show off.
She's going to drive her hemp mobile here,
we can only hope. Now, I don't know if we're that fortunate, but if we are, that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, folks, if you missed, I think she was on with us last Wednesday or Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
And she's local here in Colorado Springs, and she operates a hemp mobile. If you've heard about the book mobile that drives all over town, and you can check out books, and it's like a mobile library. Well, the hemp mobile operates under the same principle, and she started it here in Colorado Springs, and she's hoping to expand and get franchises going all over the place and do this all over where hemp is acceptable.
Well, it's such a fun concept. Almost hemp is in the stage where kind of books were back then, right? Mm-hmm. So you'd have to go somewhere to see a book. And when I was growing up, I remember the bookmobile all the time. It was great, and I always had a great time. I think for anyone interested in hemp at all, my gosh, Hemplements is a cool idea. So Margaret Waters is going to be with us tomorrow in studio. A lot of fun. Friday I've got special surprise, but I can't tip that off to anybody because then it wouldn't be a surprise.
That's true.
So thank you on that.
Want to tell folks about Hempspeak.com. That is our website, Hempspeak.com. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, thank you so much. If you're not aware, we are streaming live on YouTube every day with Hempspeak. Tell us, how do you find us on YouTube, Mike?
Well, the easiest and simplest methodology that we have devised in our brilliant minds. Well, go to Hempspeak.com. That's HEMPSPEAK.com, and com is COM. Just for some people, they might just be new to this, J.R. We just don't know. Anyway, so go to Hempspeak.com. We've got a little section right there that says watch us live or a video archive, and just click on that. Or if you're just audio oriented at the point, you just go to the section on Hempspeak that says click on Let's Listen Live, and that'll take you right to letstalkpod.com, and which is we're proudly carried by K-High, which is behind me, And we have our friends Weed Pips over here. Now, one of these days, we're going to have our own banner because we just have to do that, right?
Of course.
But we love those guys. I mean, we didn't. So I hope when they find that out, and I'm working on that, by the way. Okay. So, you know, hope
Working on a banner?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Right,
We can't have no, misintentions. Don't let me be misunderstood. But no, we're working on our fine Hempspeak banner. And that will, of course, give some information as well, like Hempspeak.com, we might say on it. There's some good ideas. Do you have any other ideas for a good banner here for us?
I'll think about it too. Let'sTalkPot.com is where you can listen live if you're not anywhere near a computer screen or YouTube, but maybe you can pull it up on your mobile or whatever, using whatever app you've got to do that on your phone. Let'sTalkPot.com. You can carry Hempspeak in your back pocket, right?
You can even put it in your side pocket. You can. These days, it's crazy what you can do with Hempspeak.com. So, but what a great bunch of guests we've had. I just kind of try to think back, and we started with Morris Beagle, and what a great guy with the Colorado Hemp Project. Had Ed Billings on. I'll tell you what, just a quick.
By the way, did you give Ron the phone number?
I did give Ron, but let's pull that out right now, just in case.
We were talking.
719-591-5874. 719-591-5874. We're expecting to have Ryan Gray go give us a buzz here in a little bit. So
I know before we went on the air, you were talking to him, and I remember him saying, or you saying you need the phone number, and I don't remember if you gave it to him or not. That's why I asked.
Well, I think we need to continue giving out this phone number because should somebody want to call in right now, I do have a pair of tickets to the Speakeasy, so just give us a buzz at 719-591-5874, 719-591-KUSH. Anyway, getting back to it, Morris Beagle led us off at the Colorado Hemp Company. Thursday, the next day, we have the Rebel Karen people. What a great group. The foundation. Now they've got a golf tournament coming up here in August again, and we're going to have them up coming again next week to tell us a little bit more. But it's interesting how many golf tournaments there are, JR, that are now coming up with the charities of marijuana in mind. Just shows you how mainstream again it is.
And then, yeah, it tells you how mainstream it is, and the fact that a lot of folks who like to smoke also like to golf.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's go to the phones at 719-591-5874. Who's there? Who we got here?
Hey, it's Ryan.
There we go. Hey, Ryan.
Ryan, great to have you on board here. It's Mike, and I have my cohort in Hempville right here. We are the Hemp Whisperers. JR is his name, and thank you for joining us here on Hempspeak. Ryan, you are so busy. You've got so many things going on. You're one of the big threads, as we say, in this industry of hemp. And you're focused a little bit on some of the medicinal side and recreational side, but you have all kinds of other ancillary businesses as well. Start wherever you'd like, but why don't you just kind of give us where you are and how you got there?
Sure. So I got into the industry, graduated college, my undergraduate program in 2009, and the economy was still recovering from the downfall of 07, 08, and had a lot of buddies in the caregiver scene, the Denver area, that were caregivers, and they were growing. And so, I started to dig in and started to pinpoint where the greatest need and the biggest hassle was in the industry at the time, and continuously came to find out that trimming was one of the most tedious tasks in the industry. So with that knowledge, started to look into automated equipment for the trimming industry and realized that there were no viable resources in the state of Colorado where you could rent out this equipment. So I teamed up with a business-minded buddy in Denver. Him and I put in a small amount of capital into one of these machines. We threw it on Craigslist, and the thing was rented. Just looked out all the time. So we realized there's a market for this, and started to look into other manufacturers of this equipment, and really started to delve deep into the trimming side of the cannabis and hemp world, and realized that the demand was much larger than we ever thought. And that was late 2009 going into 2010. So, wanted to gain knowledge as a grower to really cater to the trimmer as well, because anyone that needed trimming was a grower, so I needed to know my market. So I began to delve into cultivation myself on the caregiver side in 2010, and the trimmer store, came to be a legitimized business by the end of 2010. Now, fast tracking into the future now, we're the largest company in Colorado that caters to automated trimming and processing equipment. We lease, we resell, and we also distribute for all the top brands in the trimming industry. We have wet trimmers, dry trimmers. We have some small level extraction and processing equipment. And we've got a retail store up in Denver off of 58th and Ogden Street near the Way to Grow up there. And that was my first, that was my entrance into the industry. And then in 2013, bought into a medical store in Colorado Springs that is still there, called the Organic Seed LLC. And then when recreational became legal, came back to my hometown of Pueblo, Colorado, because it was one of the very few counties that allowed recreational when it first went live. And myself and my business partner Nick Dremel, I teamed up with him, and the formation of Canasura came about. And then the formation of DabTech, which is a concentrates company on the medical and recreational side, came about. And so that's kind of a summary of how I got into the industry and where I'm at now. And all of those companies are still in operation and moving and growing along with this ever-changing and fast-growing industry that we're in.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan, back up a little bit. We know about trimming, but there's so many folks who are kind of new to this world. If you could just give us a quick explanation of being a trimmer or trimming, what is it and how do you do it?
Absolutely. So the cannabis plant, the female cannabis plant, when it is ripe and the buds are ripe, you need to take off any excess material, water leaves or sugar leaves or whatever it might be, to get down to the bud or the fruit, if you will, and manicure that properly to have a good smokable product. And what most people don't understand, if they've never cultivated, most people see bud and they've only seen trim bud, but there's a lot of leaves that surround the bud, these fan leaves that grow, out from the bud, and that all needs to be trimmed off and manicured. And the bud actually needs to be shucked off the stem of the plant as well. And this is a very tedious process. Even small grows that are maybe 4 lights, 3 lights, and say you had maybe 10 or 15 plants, that would take 1 or 2 people if they were to harvest that by hand. They were to shuck all those buds off the stems, and they were to scissor trim by hand all of those fan leaves and sugar leaves off of those buds. It could take several days, several 8-hour days to do that with just 1 or 2 people. And so some companies in Canada where automated trimming first originated, such as Trim Pro or Kieran, they make the twister machine. Some of these guys, they came up with an automated option where you have a fixed grate and you have blades that propel underneath it. Some of them use wind vortex technology. Some of them have fingers that propel the blood along the surface of the grate, and then others are a tumble style machine. The blood tumbles through it, and there's an old-fashioned lawnmower with a spindle blade that's underneath the tumbler, and that'll trim the product. And these machines, depending on the type of machine you go with, can cut down your man hours of trimming labor anywhere down in half, down by a fifth or a sixth. If you go with one of these big industrial type machines.
Well, it's incredible. On the phone with us is Ryan Gallego. What a great story. we're just getting into it too. So give us a second here. We're about to go to a break, and hang on there with us, Ryan. Give us a little message, if you can, about USTHC.com.
Yeah, USTHC.com. One major need every cannabis business has in common is the need for real estate. From grow to retail, space, not only a necessity, but it can be the make or break it component of the business. USTHC.com provides superior real estate solutions to the Colorado cannabis industry. If you're a broker in Colorado or in another state, want to join the Cannabis Business Referral Network, contact us. USTHC.com, real estate solutions for the cannabis industry.
420 weather here, JR, looking kind of hazy and cloudy. It's always hazy and cloudy around here at 420.
Dark out there in Colorado Springs again, a little wet again, but here at K-High, it's always cloudy.
Always cloudy, K-High. Hempspeak.com.
All day vapor.
Thank you. Ron, we got a couple of minutes, and we'll be back. Good job. Great job.
I'll be right back, bro. Yo. How many more people, right? How many more people come to Colorado? How many companies are being born? This guy just started trimming, and
Yeah.
it's an incredible story. Just dozens of these people out there. And they ignore them.
I know.
How can you ignore this? How do you ignore it? I appreciate you just not liking it, but it's one, but to ignore it?
Yeah. Thank you.
299-1855.
I am Montel. Supposed to be the man to talk to this one. Also, author, actor, simplifier. I haven't seen living with multiple sclerosis and pain every day. That is my last resort, and it helps me with all other drugs that fail. If you'd like more information about it, contact policy.
My son came home last night from work, sore elbow, so he rubbed it on his elbow, said it felt better.
The only station with little purple and white hairs. K-High, the weed talk station.
The Hemp Whisperers, Mike and JR, here on Hempspeak. Thank you for listening as we make broadcast history with the world's first hemp radio show on K-High here in Colorado Springs, streaming worldwide at letstalkpot.com. And hey, you could and you should be a part of this too, because our audience is extremely interested in your message. If you're interested in getting your message to our listeners, let us help you do that. We have numerous sponsorship packages available. Join us, put your ad right here, be a part of broadcast history. All you have to do, contact us at info@hempspeak.com, info@hempspeak.com.
Well done, JR. Gosh darn, that's fun. All right, on the line with us, we have Ryan Gregg. Oh, by the way, this segment sponsored by our friends at Blown Smoke Shop, 424 West Fillmore. Always don't hesitate to go in there and say howdy to the fine folks of Blown Smoke Shop. Tell them Hempspeak sent you, and that's the only place you're going to go because Hempspeak sent you there. That's what you got to tell them. At 424 West Fillmore, Colorado Springs, Colorado, 80907.
Got it.
All right. Sorry, why don't we bring up Ryan again? Ryan, you still with us, buddy?
I am.
All right. So, JR and I are always talking just about, right before he came on, the impact of all the industry in the cannabis. And we had a local election here recently, and they finally decided who's going to be mayor. And I don't think the guy that won is really pro-cannabis. And we're just sitting there chatting how, it's one thing to not necessarily like an industry, but it's another to completely ignore it and act like this isn't going on. And when you literally have thousands of companies being incubated right here along the Front Range, and you're a part of them, my gosh, you have 3 or 4 of these thousand that I'm thinking of right off the bat. It's incredible. What do you see out there? It's just amazing growth.
It's amazing growth, and it's really a shame to see the second largest county in Colorado, El Paso County, pushing this tax title revenue to other counties such as Pueblo, Denver, when they can be capitalizing on an industry that's very safely regulated, and it's more regulated than alcohol or gaming is at this point. And in the beginning, when recreational was allowed, I think you had the federal government in hopes that the industry and the system was going to collapse on itself, but it succeeded. And now there's no denying it. Even the federal authorities are having to look deeper into this and figure it out. And it's really a shame to have a community, a county as big as El Paso and the city of Colorado Springs not allow recreational cannabis, especially when they have medical cannabis. And what most of these people don't realize is it's not any different. It's not going to allow children any more access to it, or it's not going to be a bad influence in the community. Actually, the regulations surrounding recreational cannabis is much more stringent by the Marijuana Enforcement Division, and it's more policed, if you will. You have a lot of these medical stores. A lot of those guys have not seen the med in their stores. And again, the Marijuana Enforcement Division, or the Marijuana Enforcement Division, excuse me. These stores have not seen the med in Colorado Springs in years, but when a recreational store opens, the med's in there every month to 2 months doing checkups. So again, it's much more heavily policed. The citizens and communities definitely keep an eye on companies like ours. But that is good. That makes us, live up to a much higher standard than a lot of these other companies. So, bringing this into a community, everything has its pros and cons, but I see the benefits of this far outweighing the cons.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear you say that, because I was going to ask you, as you started to, and you've got several companies now, as you started to carve out your little portion of pie in the cannabis world, did you feel pressure? Because knowing people were watching you, hoping you would fail, did you feel pressure to get it right?
Absolutely. I mean, we went, because of that simple fact that there's more eyes on us than any other type of business, especially in the recreational sector of this industry. We went above and beyond with Canna-Sewer, which really, I think, is a model store out of Pueblo, Colorado, when it comes to recreational cannabis in the way that it should be upscale, it should be professional, it should be safe, and it should be regulated the way that it is. So, these stringent regulations and eyes on us have caused us to go above and beyond, what a lot of companies would do. And but you would be surprised, now it's catching on. We've set some somewhat of a trend. And now companies, we've set the standard high, we've set that bar, so other companies, are now having to set their standards up there to compete. And I think you would see that in El Paso County if they allow recreation as well.
Well, clearly the sky hasn't fallen. We have stores literally. Well, Manitou Springs, of course, has the only two in Colorado Springs or in the El Paso County, but it's contiguous to Colorado Springs. And my point being, I'm unaware of the sky falling. What I am aware of is, for example, at the convenience store next door to one of the dispenses, I asked the guy, has his business improved? And he says, we've lost all the locals, but the business is up. Right? It's just all the local traffic just had to push somewhere else because there's just literally so many people coming in. And they're getting, this one particular dispense is getting in the neighborhood of literally 10,000 people from out of state a month. It's just amazing to me. And without any implication, where's the sky falling? Where's all these car wrecks? Where's all these murders? I haven't seen it. So I'm confused as when people say they need more study. Well, the plant's been studied for 10,000 years. We've had Maggie's Farm open now for at least a year in our hood. In Pueblo, you guys have, there's like 8 or 9 of them down there, Ryan. How many in Pueblo recreational shops?
There's about 8 recreational stores now. Pueblo, the city of Pueblo actually keeps us to the outlying area. So most of us are in Pueblo West. So Pueblo County allows recreational, but the city of Pueblo, although the voters passed it back in 2013, they are actually still in debate on whether or not what they want to do. And the city of Pueblo is taking it back to a vote here in 2015. So you're going to see the recreational agenda back on the ballot in 2015 for the city of Pueblo. The county of Pueblo they allowed 10 licenses in 2014, and eight of the 10 licenses are active as of now.
So how do you feel about the vote? What if you could take a temperature of the voters down in Pueblo? How do you think that's going to go?
So in 2013, when the Pueblo community they passed this, they then left it up to city council members to sign it in and enact the amendment. And there was such an uproar and a stirring in the community that now they've decided to let the community decide once again. So, I really think the community's torn. I think there's a lot of businesses that invest a lot of money in the county of Pueblo, and I think a lot of these businesses are against the city allowing it because of the sheer dollar amount that we've all invested in Pueblo West. And they're actually trying to make the rules in the city of Pueblo that cater more to Denver companies because they're going to do it on a point system, which a lot of these other states that are starting to allow medical marijuana do. The application process is based on points, and one of the considerations for points given in the application is going to be years in business. Well, if you've been in business for 5 years or longer, you weren't in business in Pueblo County because Pueblo County just allowed medical marijuana stores only starting about 4 years ago. So it's really going to put Pueblo companies at a disadvantage. And Pueblo is one of those communities that's tight knit. We like to see local people involved in business, and I think that's been one of the debates that the station's been having is do we allow in all this out-of-state money? Well, Pueblo's more of a small bay community where they don't even like to allow money in from Denver and Colorado Springs, although it has worked its way down. My honest opinion on that, I'm not sure if the difference is they're going to pass it.
Have you guys been welcomed with open arms in Pueblo West?
In Pueblo West, we haven't seen too much adversity. When we applied for a license in the county, at the county commissioner's hearing, the only opposition was a couple other local companies that were near us. But as far as church groups or religious organizations or people in the community as a whole, we have not been. So we've actually been accepted in the community. We sponsor a lot of local community events for charity, and we like to think of Canastera as an asset to the community. So and I think that these community. We're here to support safe and responsible consumption, and we're here to contribute to the community. And that's absolutely what we do. And most companies in the industry do that as well, from what I've seen.
Well, I agree with you, Ryan. The people that are in this industry have so much invested that they simply don't want to make mistakes, and they're certainly not trying to slide around the rules. If every business that was out there had to operate under the scrutiny in the way these companies did, there'd be literally no business. I know, for example, for a Walgreens, it costs them $100 to license any location, and none of those pharmacists have background checks and stuff. So I might be wrong on this, and if I'm wrong, please. And here's our story on Hempspeak. Anytime somebody doesn't want to agree with us, you can always send us an email immediately to studio@hempspeak.com or info@hempspeak.com, and we will bring you up just as quickly as we can. And I would love to try to get in the minds of some of these people that just simply don't get this. But anyway, also they can call us, not right this second because Ryan's using our phone line and we're so happy to have him. But always write down our number, 719-591-5874, 719-591-KUSH. So Ryan Gray goes with us. He's got the Canastore in Pueblo, the Trimmer Shop, the Organic Seed in Colorado Springs. Just a great conversation. A lot of fun having you on, Ryan. We appreciate your time today.
Absolutely. I appreciate you having me on the show, and I'm glad to help whoever I can.
Well, now, yesterday, we had Granny Gonza in the studio. She was kind enough. Now, for all those watching on TV, I'm now holding up a sample of CBD salve. And there's no THC in this. It's legal in all 50 states. This is not technically any problem. But I just put some on my lips, and it feels good, Ryan. I tell you, like chapstick. It was real good. So I'm here to learn. So tell us some more. You've got the floor. What do you want to talk about, my brother?
Well, since you're on the topic of concentrates, we started with organic seed, and that branched into Canastore, which is a retail outlet. And out of that, I immediately saw the need for extracts, obviously for financial benefit, but the benefit that these extracts are giving to people that have disabilities that cannabis has been known to treat. And with that came the formation of DabTech. DabTech is our new concentrates line that we make out of Pueblo, recreational medical. We're doing a very soft launch right now. So we're only maybe 5 to 7 stores throughout the state, a few big Denver chains, and then a couple of Colorado Springs, one in Manitou we're in, and then the organic seed in Canastore, we have the DabTech line. But DabTech is medical marijuana and recreational marijuana concentrate. We have vape cartridges. We have activated hash oil, which is otherwise known as Rick Simpson oil. Talk a little bit about that. That's really a compound that is known to treat cancer, epilepsy, all of a lot of these disorders that people actually speak to Colorado to treat disorders linked to disease, which is amazing that people are moving to do something and abide by the law, which is great, by the way.
So with the DabTech, what are your THC levels versus your CBD levels, or are they all over the place?
So obviously because of the high demand of CBD, we have started to incorporate CBD strains into our cultivation, and now we're bringing it into our concentrates with activated hash oil. So a lot of what we're seeing right now are 3-to-1 ratio. We've got some 2-to-1 ratios and 1-to-1 ratios. And so what that means for everyone out there, the 3-to-1 ratio would either be 3 parts CBD to 1 part THC, or vice versa, 3 parts THC to 1 part CBD. And new studies out there, guys, are showing that you need the THC and the CBN and the CBD and all these different chemical compounds in there that make it more effective than just CBD on its own. So a lot of these studies start to show that. They're also starting to show that the terpene profiles of different strains will also have healing elements in them, and it's not just the CBD and the CBN, stuff like that. So it is really important for DabTech. We're starting to incorporate now. And, I think it's more than hype. It's really helping a lot of people out there.
Ryan, we're kind of bumping up into our next break here, but definitely please hang on because I'd love to hear some more about the Rick Simpson. Obviously, he's a world hero in the world of hemp and cancer, saving people's lives and stopping cancer. Anyway, on the phone with us is Ryan Grego. We sure appreciate his time. We're just coming up here to our break. Coming up tomorrow, we have Margarita Waters in the studio. She's got numerous hemp products. And we can't wait to have her come out and just show everything that can be made out of hemp. And we won't be everything because that's literally 100,000 products.
The hemp mobile will be parked in our parking lot.
We can only hope.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
That's a lot of fun. All right, so we'll be back at the just a few minutes here with Ryan. Stay with us. Hempspeak.com. Thanks for hanging with us.
All right.
This is K-High.
Thank you. Sounds like a radio show.
It's working. We've never had none of our spots made it.
Not yet.
Just got to pay.
I'll resend them.
We need to have the chronic people on. Get this girl in studio. Sharp guy.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I think people can.
And he said he graduated like 09.
Oh yeah.
So
There's a
he's-
bunch of these guys. They all graduated.
So he's like 27, 28 maybe.
Some of these guys, biotech majors, chemical majors, right? They have botany. They understand this game. This isn't just for loser stoners. They're incredible people.
Yeah, exactly. Good point.
CBS don't want to talk to them. No CBS.
Coming back, Ryan, in just a little bit.
1935, 115 million pounds of hemp seed oil were used in America for paint and varnish. Always telling you like it is, this is Hempspeak.
The only station with little purple and white hairs. K-High, the weed talk station.
Anywhere, anytime, any place, you can listen to Hempspeak at letstalkpot.com. We're out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. We're on the air every afternoon, 60 minutes between 4 and 5 p.m. Mountain Time on K-High Radio, and again on letstalkpot.com. It's Hempspeak with the Hemp Whisperers, JR and Mike.
JR, it's great to have you with us here for another show of Hempspeak. We tried to sort out all of the business of hemp, and hemp's pretty exciting. It's really coming on to the rest of the world. they know what hemp is, but Americans are just now starting to get a taste of hemp, and what an exciting industry. And with us on the line is Ron Gray. Go real quick though, Urban Farmer, they're sponsoring this. They're over there off by Rudy's off Ore Mill Road. Please get over there to Urban Farmer and tell them Hempspeak sends you.
Yeah, you go behind Rudy's, you'll see Ore Mill Road. It's kind of tough to spot sometimes. You might drive right by it, but you turn left at 31st Street at Highway 24 and 31st at Rudy's, and go about a half a block just past Rudy's, Ore Mill Road, turn left, and work your way down there until you see Urban Farmer, Herban.
Yeah, Urban Farmer. A little play on words is pretty clever for these guys are always so clever. Okay, enough of that. Ryan, you're still with us, buddy. Let's try that again. Ryan, you with us?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, we can. Okay, awesome. We were kind of getting into dab tech and Rick Simpson and all kinds of CBDs and the concentrates. So wherever you want to go from here, we've got another good 10 minutes, and make sure you give shout outs to all your .coms and any phone numbers so everybody can contact you, because that's kind of why we're here too. So, but definitely you've got the microphone. It's all yours, bud.
Absolutely. So again, dabtech.com, www.dabtech.com, a concentrate, Colorado concentrate company. You can find our concentrates on the medical and recreational side, various stores all the way from Fort Collins to Trinidad and out to Durango, Coastal Springs. I think a lot of times we forget that there's many other counties and cities in Colorado that are starting to open up to recreational retail stores. So again, dabtech.com, and then Cannasseur.co. That's CANNASSEUR.co in Colorado. That's a recreational chain of retail stores and the organic feed in Colorado Springs. That's ColoradoSpringsMMJ.com. And that is our medical retail store in Colorado Springs. So back to talking about CBDs and CBNs. And, I think a lot of these abbreviations for compounds in marijuana confuse people, and they don't understand what the difference in these compounds are. But we are just beginning to understand the medicinal value in these compounds in this new industry. And as you said, hemp, the world has known hemp for a long time, but America, due to our government putting restrictions on us, we're just getting around to realizing the value in this amazing plant all around. So CBD is a chemical component found in hemp. Hemp generally is, when you refer to hemp, most people are referring to a plant that has little to no THC, and sometimes the male plant. There is female hemp. I don't think a lot of people realize that there are female species of hemp as well. Charlotte's Web, some of those other things. And most of those companies that produce that, they're growing the female hemp plant. And then cannabis, indicus and cannabis sativas, most of that, when people are referring to that, it does have THC, which is the psychoactive ingredient in marijuana. CBD is a non-psychoactive that has been known to stimulate growth in cells, white blood cells, as well as inhibit growth in cancer cells. And they really don't fully understand this yet. But what's your guys' take on that?
Well, I kind of agree with you earlier. You said you kind of need that THC, what I've heard. But it's just astounding how much, how scary it is to some of these cancer companies. And that just kind of leads us right to Rick Simpson. It's a real story. For those of you who aren't aware, Rick Simpson was a Canadian who eventually started curing cancer with hemp oil in Canada. And Rick's not some loser stoner. Rick was just a guy who was with the Canadian Foreign Legion. He goes to the Canadian Foreign Legion outpost, and all these people are dying of all kinds of ailments. And the one in particular was a gentleman who had pulled the plug, said, "You're done, you're in the hospital." And Rick went in there and gave him just a drop of Phoenix tears, and the guy checked himself out of the hospital the next morning, and he's been alive ever since. And so am I kind of on the right track there?
You are, and I think, when you use the term Rick Simpson oil or Phoenix tears, people don't understand what that is. But what that is a very concentrated form of cannabis that's extracted in various methods: alcohol extraction, butane extraction, CO2 extraction, and it's a concentrated form of just pure hemp oil. It's not diluted with any cutting agents, and typically you see it about a 1 gram increment or 1 milliliter, depending on how you're measuring it, whether it's mass or volume. And what you would find in that oil is THC levels anywhere from 60 to 90%, meaning that in 1 milliliter there would be anywhere from 600 to 900 milligrams of THC in there. That's a lot of medicine. Your standard edible, like Colorado law, on the recreational side is only 10 milligrams. So that would be 90 up to 90 times what the standard dose is. But Rick Simpson oil is really a special blend for someone that really is really sick. I don't recommend this. Some people may use it recreationally, but really this is a formulation that is used for someone that's really sick and does have stage 3, stage 4 cancer, because the recommended dosage for someone that is that ill is about a milliliter a day or a gram a day, and that's a heavy dosage, a heavy dosage. But in my opinion, and this has always been my take, I'd much rather be under the influence of marijuana than doped up on pain pills that are just suppressing your symptoms, where you have cannabis that's actually treating the root cause. And I think that's what traditional medicine today has failed to do in a lot of instances, such as cancer, is they treat symptoms but not treating the cause. And now with cannabis legalization happening, these big pharmaceutical companies are having to open up their eyes to the medicinal value of this plant. It's truly amazing.
Well, we know for a fact that some of the big donators to anti medicinal marijuana campaigns and just marijuana in general are in fact the pharmaceutical companies, and they contribute most of the money, as well as the alcohol companies and oil companies. It's the last thing we could have is competition out there in America. It's a free country, and you're free to not have competition, apparently. But we're sure, despite all these people trying to push all of this under the rug, and by the way, for any listener out there, all they need to do is go to YouTube, the Rick Simpson story, Phoenix Tears, any of that will pop up. And they actually ran Rick Simpson out of Canada for curing cancer. That's the moral of that story. So beware, never try to cure cancer. I know they say they can do it, but I question that every day more and more.
Absolutely, and for anyone out there interested in obtaining this oil, we just out of respect to Rick Simpson, we don't call it Rick Simpson oil. The DabTech version of this oil is called activated hash oil. And we call it that because that's truly what it is. We activate the cannabinoids and the THC in there so that it can be used in many different ways. And you can find DabTech's activated hash oil at Cannatura stores in Pueblo West, Colorado, and the Organic Seed medical stores in Colorado Springs. If anyone out there wants to obtain some of this oil, we are one of the few companies that has pure, undiluted activated hash oil that I've seen around. So, and we truly make this product. This product is not very profitable for us, but we do it for the medicinal value that it gives the patients and the recreational users, and solely for that, because I believe in the healing powers of this plant. I really do, wholeheartedly. So that's why we do that.
Give that address to Organic Seed again, because I know some people right away that I think I need to get this information to. So yeah.
Organic Seed is actually on the north side of East Platte Avenue, right at the corner of Prairie and East Platte, up the street from the Black Sheep. And the address is 2304 East Platte Avenue. That's in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And again, 2304 East Cloud Avenue, the organic seed. And if you don't have a medical card or a red card, it takes the 30 to 45-minute drive, depending on where you're at in Colorado Springs. Come on down to Pueblo West, come on down to Canasur, and we're at 41 North Precision Drive. And that's a recreational store in Pueblo West.
Well, Pueblo's been great for at least the county has, as we discussed. And I really appreciate what you're doing. We're kind of bumping up against the time thing here. You got about another 45 seconds. Give us a little bit of a brief wrap up, Ryan, and we hope to have you in studio sometime. And of course, always bring samples.
Absolutely. I'll be back. And again, dabtech.com, various extract products. We have vapes now, which are huge. And we're infusing vapes with pure shatter and not just oil. So it's a lot pure mixture, coconut oil blend. So none of that nasty polyethylene or polypropylene mixture. And then Canasur in Pueblo West, Colorado, recreational store, huge selection of beautiful viewing window into one of our cultivation chambers, and organic seed in Colorado Springs on the East Platte is our medical store.
Well, it's been great having you, Ryan. We're about out of time. Thank you so much for your time. And JR, been a great show once again. We just learned so much.
Yeah, Ryan, thank you, and thanks for what you do down there as well. And like Mike said, we will get you back someday too.
Great, thank you guys, and great show. Thanks for having me.
All right, you guys, thank you for listening to Hempspeak out there in Hempville. All you hempies in Hempville, Mike and JR.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
This is K High 1580.
Okay,
Hey, great
thank
show.
you, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin. We got a shout out to Kevin.
Thanks, Ryan. Nice job. We got to run. All right.
That was a good show.
We even got a nice show out of Kevin. It's a nice show.
Somebody that could listen. That's good. It's always nice to have an engineer. So I kind of
Yeah, that kind of pays attention.
I'm not asking for much. Oh, stop that. Gus.